Hi, this is once again your brother Abubakar Zakaria, your first aid nurse. But once again, we are not going to, discuss first aid. Maybe in our next video, if God wills, we'll move on to another first aid measure. But I would like us to discuss, drug abuse, particularly tramadol. Tramadol. I think a lot of education has gone on, a lot of campaign has gone on, and a lot of awareness have been created on this very drug. But my concern now is to disabuse a certain misconception that all these campaigns and have created in the minds of some Ghanaians and Africans. I think the minds of people who have listened to all these campaigns go on. The misconception is that it has created is that tramadol is not a good drug. You see, I have had an experience in the ward where I want to administer those drugs, tramadol, which has been prescribed. And when I mentioned it to the patient, they complained bitterly. Some even resisted. They didn't want to take it because of the campaign that has gone on, and according to what they have got from the campaign, it's not a good drug, which should not, shouldn't be taken at all. But that is wrong. If that is what you heard from the campaign, it's wrong. Tramadol is a prescription drug. It's a drug that is prescribed. It's allowed to be taken. It's not a bad drug. It's a drug that is prescribed for moderate to severe pain. And it's a narcotic drug. By narcotic, we mean drugs that can cause sedation and has to be taken with care. So perhaps it's the word abuse that we have not explained, we have not understood quite well. As I said, it's a prescription drug. That is prescribed by doctors, and then so it's not a bad drug at all. By abusing a prescription drug, it means that the drugs they are used in a manner that is not other than the intended purpose. The doctor prescribed it for your pain, and then you go to take it for you to get some extra energy. As we see people, take it and then it increases their agility, it increases their performance, and on and on. This is completely what we call you're abusing that prescription drug. Secondly, you take it it's taken by someone. It's a prescription drug, but it is taken by someone other than the one it is prescribed for. You see, the doctor prescribed it for Mr. A, and then he goes home and it works very well for his pain. Mr. B also complains of pain, that he could have taken paracetamol and it will help, but he rather gives that drug to the person and he takes it. If it's tramadol, that is an abuse of the drug, and we don't have to do that. And thirdly, you take the drug at a dose that is not prescribed. The doctor tells you that take 50 milligram, or take one, or your nurse tells you take one every 8 hours, or take 2 every 12 hours, and you go to take maybe 2 every 8 hours, or you take it at any time you want because you are in a pain. Maybe after 4 hours you are in pain and you decide to take it again, or you take it now, maybe at this 8 hours now, let's say you take it at 6 a.m. and the next 2 hours you have a breakthrough pain, and you decide to take another dose. You see, that is what we call you are abusing the drug. That's not allowed. So tramadol, as I said, is a good drug. and it's a prescription drug. Doctors, pharmacists prescribe it, and then when they are prescribed for you, you take it as prescribed. If it is not prescribed, don't take it. Don't take it. And you take it according to the amount, the dose that you are to take. You see, this is one of the, one of the brands of Tramadol. And then mostly they will tell you to take maybe one every 8 hours, and for these number of days. But these people who abuse it, you see, these are 10 capsules. 10 capsules. Each one is 50 milligrams. These people who abuse it, they will take all these 10 at once. And that is very dangerous. This is what will cause those tremors and agitations, and consequently you die, or you run into, to the psychiatric hospitals. This is what the problem is. You see, so Tramadol is not a bad drug. It's a good drug. You can take it when it is prescribed for you. But I've seen the campaigns go on, but nothing has been done. Nothing concrete has been done. And we end up exposing more people to these drugs rather than taking people out of it. And I had another experience with a friend. He's a smoker, weed and on. But he told me that when he heard about Tramadol, he wanted to try it. Oh, that he tried it, but it didn't do anything for him. You see, we have ended up introducing this drug. He didn't know about it. How many people have heard about it through these campaigns and have gone to try it, and it worked for them, and they are now on it? It means we have introduced more people on it instead of taking people away from this drug. So if measures are not taken by the Food and Drugs Board, if measures are not taken by the authorities in place, measures like cautioning the sellers of the medications, the drug stores, the pharmacies, the chemical shops, cautioning them not to dispense these drugs when they are not, people do not come with prescriptions. If we don't intensify that area too, we will be wasting our time and rather introducing more people into Tramadol abuse instead of helping take people away from it. I think some time ago when I went to Benin, over there it's worse. Not Tramadol alone. Every drug is abused. You go to the market and you see women selling drugs. Every kiosk, every provision store sells drugs, and it's just worse. When the government wanted to clamp on the sale of these drugs, he banned the sale of these drugs anywhere aside the authorized chemical and pharmacy shops. He excuse me, he sends officials out to disguise themselves, and they arrest people who are selling it. So you can also disguise yourself to these chemical and chemical shops and pharmacy shops without prescriptions. If they sell it, you take them on. This is the way out. If not, they are still selling it to the people. They are abusing it because they want their monies. You see, if such measures are not put in place, only social media making noise, and in fact we are only helping aggravate the problem. Excuse me, I'm not in a very good health. We are only helping to aggravate the problem. So my little advice is that for those who have heard these advertisements, campaigns, Tramadol is not a bad drug. When it's prescribed for you, take it as prescribed, and you get a very good result. But any other way you take it, that's what we call the abuse. That's what we call the abuse. So let's all help fight Tramadol abuse. It's not good at all. Don't take it for any other purpose other than the purpose your doctor or your pharmacist has prescribed it for you. Thank you very much. It's once again Abubakar Zakaria, and my contact is 0249 60 18 82. Help share this video. I mean, let's all help clamp down on tramadol abuse. Thank you very much. Bye.